Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Mizoram and Rajasthan will go to polls on different days from November 7 to 30th. The Election Commission of India said that the votes will be counted for the 5 states on December 3rd. This will set the stage for the 2024 Lok Sabha polls semi-finals. Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar said that nearly 16 crore voters would be eligible to cast their votes in these elections. Madhya Pradesh. The Congress has changed its candidates in 4 constituencies for the November 17 assembly polls in Madhya Pradesh, days after its lists sparked protests at various places in the state. The All India Congress Committee on October 25th changed its earlier announced candidates from Sumauli, Piparia, Badnagar and Jaora assembly seats. The Congress has already announced candidates for all the 230 seats in the state, while the ruling BJP has declared the names of its candidates for 228 constituencies. The last date for filing the nomination is October 30th. The polling for the 230-member Madhya Pradesh Assembly will be held on November 17 and votes will be taken up for counting on December 3rd. Telangana. Claiming the BJP failed to take action on corruption of the KCR government in Telangana, former Munugode MLA Komati Reddy Rajgopal Reddy announced that he has resigned from the party and will be joining the Congress. He said that the BJP failed to emerge as an alternative to Bharat Rashtra Samiti in Telangana. This comes days after Komati Reddy's name was not included in the first list of candidates announced by the BJP. Komati Reddy quit Congress to join BJP on August 3, 2022. Komati Reddy contested successfully for Munugode on the Congress ticket in the 2018 Assembly elections. He contested the high-octane Munugode by-election on the BJP ticket but failed to make any impact as BRS candidate K. Prabhakar Reddy won the by-polls. Mizoram. Altogether, 112 out of 174 candidates in the fray for Mizoram Assembly elections are crore-patis, with Aam Aadmi Party State President Andrew Lalrimkima Pachua being the richest among them with declared assets worth nearly 69 crore. According to the affidavits of the candidates accessed by PTI, 64.4% of candidates declared asset worth 1 crore or more. With declared asset value at 68.93 crore, AAP's Mizoram President Andrew Lalrimkima Pachua is the richest. He is contesting from Aizawl North 3 constituency. Pachua is followed by R. Vanlal Luanga of the Congress with 55.6 crore assets, while H. Ginzalala of the Zoram People's Movement is in the 3rd position with a declared asset of 36.9 crore. The source of their income is business according to their affidavits. Chhattisgarh. As the Chhattisgarh Assembly election 2023 is slated to be held in 2 phases on November 7 and 17, the Lok Sabha pre-poll survey for Chhattisgarh predicted a clear majority for Congress, while BJP a distant second. According to the latest Lok Sabha poll survey, out of the total 90 seats, BJP is likely to secure between 30 to 34 seats. On the other side of the political spectrum, the Congress is expected to win an estimated 55 to 59 seats, seeking to strengthen its hold on the state's governance. Others are projected to win only 0 to 2 seats. The ruling Congress, according to the Lok poll survey, is poised to gain over 44 to 46% of the total vote share. In contrast, the BJP is projected to secure around 38 to 40% of the vote share. Others are projected to secure 14 to 18% of votes. Rajasthan. Ahead of the Rajasthan Assembly polls, Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on October 25th accused the Bharatiya Janata Party-led centre of handling over public sector undertakings to industrialists it favours and creating unemployment across the country. India is witnessing the highest rate of unemployment in 45 years, and this has happened because the centre seems to be more interested in pleasing its friends who are industrialists, said Gandhi. The Congress government had the competence to run PSUs for decades because it was committed to the welfare of the people. These institutes would create employment across the country, and now the Modi government has privatized many without creating even one, alleged Priyanka Gandhi. She said that in the states where the Congress party is currently ruling, the focus is on filling vacancies in various departments and creating employment opportunities, as these are the basic fundamentals of strengthening the country.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.